Good evening. You're now with me, Lorenzo Isaac, for TVS Nightline. The headlines for tonight. PETROS and PETRONAS unveil promising collaboration. Sarawak's green economy earns international accolades. Sarawak leads the renewable energy shift in Asia. PETROS strengthens collaboration with PETRONAS in oil and gas resource management and expands into alternative energy and CCUS initiatives. Furthermore, during the third annual Sarawak PETRONAS Strategic Dialogue session in the capital city, Premier Sarawak Dato' Peninggi Tan Sri Abang Johari Tun Openg disclosed that this development emerged from discussion between the state government and the national gas company.
Kita telah banyak berbincang perkara-perkara yang ada hubung kait dengan CCUS, carbon storage. Keduanya mengenai dengan social responsibility PETRONAS menolong kita termasuklah pendidikan. Ketiganya memantapkan lagi kerjasama di antara PETRONAS dan PETROS di dalam menguruskan bidang minyak dan gas, termasuklah offshore exploration, dan kita boleh berbincang bersama untuk menokai tenaga yang lain selain daripada minyak dan gas. Kerana saya berpendapat bahawa nilai minyak dan gas akan menurun dari konteks global business sebab wujudnya alternative energy yang akan digunakan oleh industri. Namun demikian, dialog ini sangat berhasil dan ia akan memberi pulangan dan kemakmuran kepada Sarawak.
The dialogue, co-chaired by PETRONAS Chairman Tan Sri Muhammad Baki Saleh, was held under commercial agreement between Sarawak and PETRONAS. The 2.5-hour dialogue was also attended by Deputy Premier Dato' Amar Awang Tengah Ali Hassan, State Secretary Dato' Amar Muhammad Abu Bakar Marzuki, and Deputy Minister in the Premier's Department Law MA 63 and State Federal Relations Dato' Sharifah Hasira Said Aman Ghazali.
Sarawak's commendable efforts in addressing climate change have garnered acknowledgement and invitations from knowledge exchange from European governments, Singapore and Japan. The state of Sarawak has been invited to share its valuable insights on decarbonization strategies, energy transition initiatives, and the development of green economies with international partners.
Premier of Sarawak, Dato' Peninggi Tan Sri Abang Johari Tun Openg, whose text speech was read by Deputy Premier Dato' Amar Dr. Sim Kui Hian, said that Sarawak enjoys a competitive edge in the realm of green economy when compared to other regions.
This initiative will lead Sarawak towards environmental sustainability and in turn contribute to addressing climate change. Sarawak is a regional leader in green economy initiative and is committed to achieve net zero emission by 2050 in line with national government goals following the COP26 resolution.
According to Abang Johari, Sarawak's Green Economy Initiative is a crucial component of the state's efforts to combat global climate change, while leveraging on global megatrends such as globalization, digitalization, the fourth industrial revolution, and circular economy. These endeavors not only serves as incentives to attract more investments to Sarawak, but also form part of the state's strategy to re-engineer revenue and generate increased income. Abang Johari, who shared these insights during the state-level National Environmental Day 2023 celebration, emphasizes that environmental responsibility as a duty shared by every individual and citizen, rather than being solely attributed to the government or specific agencies.
Sarawak has positioned itself as a leader in the transition to renewable energy, aligning with the goals of sustainable growth and zero emissions in Asia. According to Sarawak Deputy Premier Dato' Amar Douglas Ugambas, the state possesses the capacity to provide the most competitive, unsubsidized power rates in Southeast Asia.
He noted that this has the potential to attract foreign investment to the state and position Sarawak as a key energy provider for the region.
Baru-baru ini kita menawarkan penjualan tenaga boleh dijana di Sarawak kepada Singapura. Sarawak juga telah memulakan pengeluaran amonia hijau, metanol hijau, dan hidrogen hijau yang dijadwalkan untuk pengeluaran komersial menjelang 2028. Ini sekaligus menunjukkan komitmen kerja negeri untuk mengurangkan pelepasan karbon, menerima penjelasan tenaga bersih, dan mendorong Sarawak ke era yang lebih bertanggungjawab terhadap alam sekitar.
He said this during University Malaysia Sarawak UNIMAS's 27 convocation ceremony at Tunku Abdul Rahman Hall, Datar Putra on Wednesday. Uga added that Sarawak holds the potential to evolve into a hub for diverse collaborative ventures between Malaysia and Indonesia in the future.
A new residential development comprising 500 houses, each fully equipped with solar panels, is scheduled for completion by 2025. Minister of Utility and Telecommunication, Dato' Sri Julaihi Narawi, announced the successful implementation of this pioneering project in Semariang Avenue Phase 2, located at Jalan Bakti, Petrajaya. The residential area will operate under the Net Energy Metering and EM scheme, allowing homeowners to directly benefit from the solar energy generated.
Net Energy Metering, or in short NEM, scheme is a utility billing mechanism that credits a direct solar photovoltaic PV system homeowners for the electricity that they add to the Sarawak electricity grid. It is envisioned that it will be one of the main drivers for clean energy in Sarawak, and also aligns with the Sarawak government's commitment to reduce 800,000 tons of carbon emission by the year 2030.
He spoke during the exchange of a Memorandum of Understanding MOU between Hornbill Networks Consortium Sdn Berhad, Vastec Energy Sdn Berhad, and Alliance Bank Berhad for solar-ready homes at the Borneo Convention Centre, Kuching, on Wednesday. The residential area's solar system can produce up to 1.8 megawatts of power, resulting in potential savings of up to 200 ringgit for homeowners. The NEM scheme in Sarawak, introduced by the Ministry in August 2021, promotes renewable energy use and aligns with the PCDS 2030 goals.
Even though the Ministry of Utility and Telecommunication have not set a target for NEM adoption for the energy mix, we aspire to be in line with Sabah in Peninsular Malaysia, penetration rate of 2.4% for Sabah and 1.1% for Peninsular Malaysia, based on Suruhanjaya Tenaga 2020 report.
One unit of the eco-friendly double-story terrace house will be marketed at a competitive price, starting from 600,000 ringgit.
Sarawak made a significant mark economically when it was crowned as a high-income state by the World Bank. This title, however, may create a perception in people's mind that Sarawakians are earning as much as the projected revenue. Hence, the state government will focus on addressing the people's income through transformative economic initiatives.
So there could be some misperception saying that if the state the state alone is achieving high income, but what happened to the other So I hope there is a better understanding whereby the Sarawak government is trying to put our target in such that we would be able to achieve high income by the year 2030, not only for the state cohort, but also for the rakyat as a whole. So that's why we have identified 6 sectors to be developed by the year 2030, and we have identified 7 enablers. So among the 7 enablers, as mentioned earlier, is utility. Utility comprising of water and electricity.
The 6 sectors include production, commercial agriculture, tourism, mining, forestry, and social service. In order to develop these sectors, Julaihi said the 7 enablers are crucial, especially renewable energy, as it falls under his ministry's jurisdiction.
Sarawak is in need of qualified trainers in fast-evolving semiconductor and chip design industry. Therefore, Sarawak Microelectronic Design SMD, in collaboration with Melexis, UNVEIL and Sypnosis International, will launch its Train the Trainer in Semiconductors and Chip Design program scheduled on November 14, 2023.
Second Deputy Minister for Education, Innovation and Talent Development, Dr. Francis Harden Hollis, stated that the program is a significant initiative by the state government to nurture local talents and build a robust ecosystem in the semiconductor industry.
This expert, of course, will bring real-world experience, industry insight, and the latest technological advancement into the training program. The Train the Trainers modules were designed by Synopsys and Melexis with input from SMD to ensure industry fit training module, which are essential for delivering education that directly meet industry needs or requirements and contribute effectively to the industry. So the module will cover a wide range of topics tailored to analog IC design, analog IC layout, and IC testing.
The training modules will consist of 4 courses, namely Analog Integrated Circuit, IC Design, Analog IC Layout, IC Testing, and Wafer Fabrication, covering a wide range of topics tailored to Analog IC Design, Analog IC Layout, and IC Testing, which are essential in meeting the industry needs and contributes effectively to the industry.
UNIMAS is aiming to produce approximately 100 teachers annually in the next 5 years. UNIMAS Vice-Chancellor Professor Dr. Muhammad Kadim Suaidi said that the restructuring of the Faculty of Language and Communication Education will indirectly address the issue of teacher shortages, especially in the state.
Dan kita telah mengaturkan perancangan strategik untuk kita menubuhkan sebuah fakulti khusus untuk pendidikan, untuk mengeluarkan guru. Dan kita telah melancarkan beberapa program pengajian yang berkaitan dengan pendidikan ataupun keguruan. Dan tahun lepas kita telah melancarkan satu program, iaitu Bachelor Pendidikan. Kemudian tahun ini kita telah melancarkan Masters Pendidikan. Dan insyaAllah tahun depan kita akan melancarkan 2 lagi program berkaitan dengan pendidikan khusus untuk kita membantu Kerajaan Negeri Sarawak dalam melahirkan guru-guru yang diperlukan oleh negeri ini. Oleh kerana kita pun sedia maklum kekurangan guru di Sarawak ini adalah agak kritikal dan kita mengharapkan bahawa apa yang kita usahakan dan apa yang kita lakukan di UNIMAS sedikit sebanyak membantu kerajaan negeri ataupun perancangan kerajaan negeri untuk mengatasi kekurangan guru di Sarawak.
He made these remarks when met by reporters after the University Malaysia Sarawak UNIMAS's 27th convocation ceremony earlier today.
Coming up right after the break, Malaysia's aging population to grow at 4.5%, and in world news, El Niño set to last at least till April. Only on TVS Nightline, stay tuned. Welcome back. Malaysia's aging population is expected to grow with a compound annual growth rate of 4.5% from 2022 to 2030, according to RHB Research. In its November 2023 regional thematic report published on Wednesday, Malaysia's age population growth is expected to be the second highest among the countries under its coverage and projected the percentage of the aged population to 20% by 2056. Citing an increase in life expectancy and the declining birth rate as the key reasons.
Additionally, the research house said that Malaysia's baseline economic growth is expected to decline to 1.8% in 2050 from 8.7% in 2022. It said that the rapid change in the demographics poses several challenges in areas such as employment, sustainability of pension funds, and healthcare, among others. The research house warns that Malaysia's shifting demographics toward an aging population will lead to a decline in the working age population. This trend, with negative growth rates in the 25 and under and 26 to 64 age groups, could slow economic growth and reduce government revenue due to smaller tax base. The research underscores the need to improve financial security for the aging population, as existing pension schemes offer limited protection. Malaysia's retirement age is lower than neighboring countries such as the Philippines at 65 and Singapore 62, South Korea 65 and the United States 66. The study suggests Malaysians may need to work longer to secure their financial well-being in old age.
Investment in technology is crucial as it complements well with Sarawak's abundance of natural resources to meet the country's requirement and the energy industry's demands, so as attaining quality human capital through education in producing more scientists and engineers in providing innovative solutions to ensure a long-term sustainable energy industry that will support the nation's economy. As such, PETRONAS has heavily invested in education, with its latest involvement in the establishment of the Mara Junior Science College MRSM campus in Bintulu. This campus, set to operate in March 2024, aligns with the goal of stimulating students' interest in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics STEM skills. Its Senior Vice President of Group Human Resource Management, Farihana Hanapia, said that a skilled workforce is important to support the transition of the energy and oil and gas industries towards knowledge-intensive activities, technology, and innovation.
Farihana further stressed that the upcoming challenges necessitate students to evolve into creators proficient in the STEM disciplines.
In the case of Sarawak, I think the investment into technology is going to be very critical because Sarawak do have a lot of natural resources that would require a lot more engineers, a lot more scientists to come in and come up with more innovative solutions and technologies to ensure that there is a long-term sustainable energy industry that will support the Sarawak economy and Malaysia as a whole.
She also highlighted that the establishment of the 122 million ringgit campus will additionally assist local students to gain opportunities in the oil and gas industry.
We have seminar rooms, we have labs, we fully equipped with the latest equipments. But also we have been working very closely with MRSM. At this juncture, MRSM is also committed to bring their best teachers as well to be part of this new MRSM Bintulu. And one of the other things that I think will help this whole process is because we're very close to the industry in Bintulu.
Furthermore, PETRONAS provides scholarships to encourage education and human capital development. MRSM Bintulu, capable of accommodating 450 students, is the fourth campus established in Sarawak after Kuching, Muka and Betong.
The local oil palm industry has witnessed remarkable growth and transformation over the past few decades. Deputy Prime Minister Datuk Seri Fadilah Yusof said that this success is driven by cutting-edge technologies and innovations developed by the Malaysian Palm Oil Board (MPOB) and the palm oil industry players in promoting sustainable production practices and increasing oil palm yields.
This progress has been driven by cutting-edge technologies and innovation developed by MPOB and the palm oil industry players in promoting sustainable production practices and increasing oil palm yields, notably mechanization and revolutionized tasks like harvesting and improved plantation management.
He said this in his keynote address at the MPOB International Palm Oil Congress and Exhibition 2023 at the Plenary Hall, Kuala Lumpur Convention Centre on Wednesday. Fadilah, who is also the Minister of Plantation and Commodities, said, notably, the adoption of technology has revolutionized tasks like harvesting and improved plantation management efficiency. Meanwhile, he added that Malaysia has made significant strides in breeding and biotechnology research, resulting in successfully developing clonal palm series and genome programs aimed at enhancing yields and reducing contamination risk.
I'm proud to say that Malaysia has achieved significant milestone by successfully sequencing the oil palm genome, leading to groundbreaking discoveries that enhances the efficiency of oil palm breeding practices.
Fadilah further stressed that it is imperative for the palm oil industry to elevate productivity through innovative technologies while upholding environmental sustainability, aligning with the Madani economy framework.
And now moving on to international affairs, the El Niño weather phenomenon, which triggers higher global temperatures, is expected to last until at least April 2024, according to the United Nations. The UN's World Meteorological Organization, WMO, said the current El Niño, which developed rapidly during July-August this year, has a 90% likelihood of persisting throughout the upcoming Northern Hemisphere winter and Southern Hemisphere summer.
The weather phenomenon typically occurs every 2 to 7 years, and it usually increases global temperatures in the year after it develops. But while most of the El Niño impact is not expected to be felt until 2024, WMO highlighted that the phenomenon was occurring in the context of rapid climate change. Currently, the hottest year ever recorded was 2016, the year after an exceptionally strong El Niño developed. But the world is already on track to beat that record. According to WMO Chief PETROS, this is clearly and unequivocally due to the contribution of the increasing concentrations of heat-trapping greenhouse gases from human activities. He added extreme events such as heat waves, drought, wildfires, heavy rain, and floods will be enhanced in some regions with major impacts. Other impacts are likely to include above normal rainfall in the Horn of Africa region and the La Plata Basin in South America and in southeastern North America, as well as in parts of Central and Eastern Asia. El Niño last occurred in 2018 to 2019 and was followed by an exceptionally long La Niña, El Niño's cooling opposite, which ended earlier this year.
Rockstar Games, a division of Take-Two Interactive Software Incorporated, plans to announce the next highly anticipated Grand Theft Auto game as early as this week. According to people familiar with its plan, the company plans to then publish a trailer for Grand Theft Auto 6 next month to celebrate Rockstar's 25th anniversary.
No video game has driven more fervor from fans and investors than Grand Theft Auto 6, which is expected to be one of the most significant entertainment releases of the decade. Its predecessor, Grand Theft Auto 5, has sold more than 185 million copies and is the second best-selling video game of all time, behind Minecraft, which had the advantage of also being playable on phones. Rockstar has spent the last few years working to clean up its corporate culture and work-life balance after employees complained of burnout during the making of its last game, 2018's Red Dead Redemption 2. Last year, hackers released hours of early footage from Grand Theft Auto 6. Rockstar blamed a network intrusion and said it will properly introduce you to this next game when it is ready. The game is set in a fictional version of Miami and features two protagonists, a man and a woman.
In Cuba, the home of salsa, young people are being seduced by a music phenomenon from a place that could hardly be more geographically remote. K-pop, the South Korean sensation that has already swept over much of the rest of the world, has made it to the shores of a communist isle that once banned the music of the Beatles. More and more teenagers are falling in love with K-pop, even though the island has no diplomatic relations with Seoul.
Since Cubans gained access to the mobile internet just 5 years ago, much has changed in a nation where the one-party state nevertheless retains a firm grip on many aspects of life. Samila Trujillo has been a K-pop devotee for the last 4 years. She has posters and t-shirts plastered with K-pop artists' faces and watches K-dramas with subtitles. In the house she shares with her grandmother in the capital Havana, Trujillo regularly transforms the lounge into a dance floor for her and Caballero to practice the steps for their K-pop routines.
Su música es increíble como bailan. Yo dije, yo quiero bailar como ellos. Después me dijeron, bueno, ya que te gusta tanto BTS, te voy a enseñar Blackpink, que son las chicas. Yo dije, oh, está bien. Entonces, cuando me enseñaron Blackpink, yo dije, oh, son chicas, me encanta. Y yo dije, yo quiero ser ella. Yo quiero ser ella.
Soy yo mismo en el K-pop. O sea, me libero mucho y bailo muy bien en el K-pop. O sea,
For Trujillo, her dream is to one day go to Seoul and become Cuba's first homegrown K-pop idol. Meanwhile, a teacher at a South Korean Cultural and Language Center in Havana, Hon Yoon-jung, said K-pop has a universal appeal that transcends politics.
También, para punto de vista de ojo de los coreanos, cubanos, en sentido de bailar, es el primero del mundo. No puede decir que Corea es mejor, ¿no? Pero tiene diferentes aspectos. Por ejemplo, Cuba, por ejemplo, salsa, muy individual, muy sueltos como tal. Pero Corea es como de militar. Por ejemplo, grupo, es grupal. K-pop.
The center, where she teaches with 4 Cubans, has 150 students and not enough space to admit more, as the appetite for everything South Korean just keeps growing. Cuba has diplomatic ties with fellow communist nation North Korea, but not with its democratic neighbor to the south.
And that's all the updates for TVS Nightline. I'm Lorenzo Isaac. Thank you for watching and have a good night.